Now, one thing that we've been seeing in our country recently, of course, is people have been talking a lot about the tensions that is happening between South Africa and the United States of America, which is not good. And some people or some citizens are starting to complain to say, wait, if it was not maybe for the current government, things like this would not be happening. There are quite a number of things that already are painting or showing us that we are headed in the right direction, right? 2 days ago in KZN, we read that there are final tests that are being conducted on a cure for HIV, which if that comes to pass, or if that gets to be approved and it's 100%, then it's lights out, right? Second thing to be happy about, last week there was a Europe South Africa summit which unlocked some massive investments into South Africa. Not only that, there is funding of 4.7 billion euros coming to South Africa from EU, which that again is something to celebrate. The third thing that we need to celebrate is, of course, the trade. South Africa trade with other countries. If you have a look generally, you will notice that the trade between South Africa, China, South Africa, US, South Africa, EU, and other countries, the trade or the two-way trade amount or figures have been growing, which is something that is always good, and it shows us that South Africa is doing great. Yes, there might be these tensions that are here, or that are between the United States of America and South Africa, but there are good things that we can still report about South Africa. So this video today, I'm just here to I just thought I'd come and share or remind you there's some of the good news that we just received recently from South Africa, something we can celebrate, to say that look, our government, even though they've got some flaws, on these ones they are doing well. I mean, the G20 summit, you will know that in November this year will be hosted in South Africa. The very first time this kind of summit is hosted in an African soil, and this is a big thing for South Africa. I mean, there are already quite a number of meetings that are taking place here in South Africa in preparations of the G20 summit coming in November of this year, 22-23rd. I mean, maybe I should say this again. It is the first time this kind of global summit comes to an African land. This is something to celebrate, man, because from that summit, good things are going to come out. There are going to be trade deals. There are going to be other maybe funding or aid that might be coming to South Africa. And it is for this reason that President Ramaphosa has been saying or said recently that they want to make sure that the city of Johannesburg is cleaned, and he is deploying a team that will help that come to pass, right? Which is something that is great, something that, of course, it spikes hope. I know we don't know the kind of deals that will be coming, but I can tell you there are quite a number of things, quite a number of deals that are going to benefit South Africa, and that is something to look forward to. The fact that it's coming to South Africa, this is something worth celebrating. The fact that there could be an HIV cure here in South Africa, this is something worth celebrating. The fact that the two-way trade between South Africa and China went to over $52 billion last year, that's something worth celebrating. The fact that the EU and South Africa two-way trade went over 50 billion euros last year, that is something worth celebrating. The fact that our two-way trade between South Africa and the United States of America last year went over 18 billion, or was around $18 billion, this is something worth celebrating. So the purpose of this video today is simple. If you have to forget everything, it's simple. And that is, there is more that we need to celebrate on. Yes, we need to fix. There are certain issues that still need to be fixed. There are certain things that still need to be fixed in our country. But I believe that it's something that, these things that I was telling you now, it's something that we need to celebrate. Something that, of course, we need to have at the back of our minds to say that South Africa is not doing as bad as how people are painting it, and that is very important. So this is something worth celebrating, right? And hopefully things get better. Yes, the president has made it clear that, of course, they want to resolve their issues or the current issues that South Africa has with the United States of America. But as it stands, is what we saw this week. The United States or the Trump administration, it looks like they don't want to listen to us. For now, they don't want to talk to us, which you would understand that part of the reason why they are angry is because we took Israel to court and we won that court case, right? And that does not make America be happy. Another thing is that we are part of BRICS, or we have got a very good close relationship with China, and America again does not like that, which is why we shall be punished. I mean, based off what President Trump said during the week, I think it is clear that no progress has been made, but things will get better with time. Anyways, I hope things will recover with time. The economy of South Africa will continue growing, and hopefully this makes South Africa great, right? I think the current leadership, though they have got their own flaws, it's not all bad, man. I'm sure there are quite a number of positive things like the ones that I was telling you that we could mention, to say there's this one, there's that one, there's all that, which is something that before we just always see the negative, we must also think about the positive things that South Africa is doing, the positive things that South Africa announced, which is something that, of course, will make our country to be prosperous, will make our countries to obviously do well. And let me tell you something, if countries outside see us united, there is no way that they will come and try to break the bond that we have, right, as a country. But because there's also fights amongst ourselves, then this makes it easier for countries outside of South Africa to come and even make things worse for us, which is not a good thing. So let us unite, let us become one, and let us try to resolve our issues here in South Africa as per what the President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Ramaphosa, said, to say that let's not take our issues outside. It won't do us no good. People that are going to suffer at the end of the day when those countries outside retaliate to South Africa, it's everyone in South Africa, right? So let's try to solve our issues in-house so that at least things can get better and we don't allow people from outside to try to come in South Africa and break us apart. So this is what I thought I'd come and share with you. Tell me what you think. I will see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and God bless you all.